Welcome, fellow seekers of the truth and captivating narratives, to today's riveting exploration of the viral sensation that has taken TikTok by storm. ReesaTeesa's groundbreaking series, Who TF Did I Marry? But hold on to your seats because today we're taking a slightly different approach. Instead of delving into the depths of ReesaTeesa's personal journey, we'll be shining a spotlight on the reactions and perspectives that our series has sparked among its viewers. From heartfelt testimonies to intriguing analysis, the responses to Who TF Did I Marry span a spectrum of emotions and opinions, each offering a unique glimpse into the impact of ReesaTeesa's storytelling prowess. If you're intrigued by what you see and itching to dive deeper into our captivating saga, fear not. The entire series is just a click away on TikTok, where you can immerse yourselves in 50 gripping parts of raw unfiltered storytelling. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be transported into a world of intrigue and introspection.
She talking about who did I marry? You know who you married? Mustard Potato Head.
Okay, if you have not seen the video that I'm stitching, feel free to go back and watch it. Basically, sis goes on about how you can look at this man and you can tell that he is not the VP of any company. Now, I really wasn't going to weigh in on this ReesaTeesa thing. I just found out about it a couple days ago. Shout out to the YouTuber who literally was like uploading chunks of the story times, like in different parts. So I was literally able to just binge listen to it while I cleaned or whatever the case may be. But the story is growing and it's expanding. So let me just say this. I feel like my biggest takeaway from this thus far is, ladies, this is why it is so important for you to love yourself first before you try to go out and attract or chase anybody else's love. If y'all don't know, Legion's first wife, because mind you, he had a first wife from Rhode Island. He had a second wife from Atlanta that he claimed he married in California. Whole time, homegirl lived in Atlanta or Georgia or whatever. And then he later on married ReesaTeesa. So the first wife ends up coming forward and she shared her story, or her part, or rather her non-story, because as she said, she doesn't want to be involved. She doesn't want to talk about this, but people came looking for her because apparently her son, or the stepson, I guess, came forward or something like that. The striking resemblance between the two. First of all, she corroborates ReesaTeesa's story. So for all of you who are saying she's lying, this woman is absolutely not lying. The courage and the bravery that it takes to come forward and share your trauma and to be so detailed about it. She always said she was a very detail-oriented person. So, and I am too. So it didn't catch me by surprise that she was very precise on like when she would backtrack and like make connections, or even like some episodes were literally just dedicated towards clarifying the story. Everything lined up. But anyways, the first wife mentions how when she met this man, whom we are calling Legion, she did not love herself. She had no sense of self-esteem. And guess what? That's the same thing ReesaTeesa mentions when she talks about how, you know, she was like, I don't know if she said that she was depressed, but she definitely said something to the effect of like, you know, I wasn't feeling super confident. I think she kind of felt like, oh, well, I found somebody. Oh, this is what it was. She mentions how she wanted so badly to be married and how she wanted so badly to be a mom, right? Because remember, and the whole pregnancy is really what pushed her to really marry this man, because they were living together and she's a Christian woman and, you know, she just didn't want to be shacking up. So that played a huge part into it. But see, this is why the rhetoric that was being pushed not too long ago by Kevin Samuels, may his soul rest in peace, and shout outs to him, because the same way he was dragging black women is the same way that he was dragging black men. This is why that rhetoric is so dangerous. The rhetoric of, you know what, you're used goods after the age of 25. That rhetoric is dangerous because literally this is what it leads to. I mean, I'm not making excuses for this woman, but I can totally understand how, as a woman, when you are not feeling confident, when you are depressed, or, you know, you just feel like, I don't know if I'm really like worthy. I can totally see how you can attract the wrong types of attention, because literally as a woman, you can get attention very easily, but it's really about vetting the types of people that you let into your life, if that makes sense. So my point here is to say, first of all, I believe that woman, and, you know, it's so unfair for people to be questioning her integrity, because this took a lot of courage and a lot of bravery. And ReesaTeesa, we love you and we applaud you. This story is so triggering. I know what it's like to be in love with someone and you feel like you're in that relationship all by yourself. But I also know what it's like to step away from that and to really build up your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-love. And so really, if you take anything away from this today, ladies, love yourself first. Invest in yourself first. Know that a relationship does not define you. A man does not make or break you. Don't let anyone rush you, or rather, don't let society's standards rush you into thinking that you need to make these irrational life decisions that can really derail your life and cause you a lot of trauma that may take years to heal from. Please let me know in the comments what you have taken away from this ReesaTeesa situation, because I watched all 50 parts. I watched the replays of the lives, not all of them, but definitely some of the replays of the lives. And now having the first wife come forward and having other people come forward is just like, wow. This is like reality is sometimes stranger than fiction. Like, you literally cannot make this up.
If you are a therapist or a psychologist, anybody who is qualified to speak on.
Hey, so my name is Chas, and I am a licensed professional counselor who specializes in trauma, and I have been chomping at the bit to respond to who TF did I marry. So I may not be answering the exact question because I think what you're wanting to hear is, why did he do this? Because I am often working, and so that is what my response is to. And sadly, so sadly, what she is talking about and what she experienced is not unusual at all. I hear it all the time. Maybe not to the degree of like situation upon situation upon situation, but like the degree of brevity in which he lied. But y'all, women are in these relationships all the time. And so this is what initially, like, all of my therapist parts were wanting to say to this dear, precious girl, this woman, this strong, fierce, compassionate, loving individual, is in her very first video. She talks about something just didn't feel right. And that something just didn't feel right is the part that I want to focus on, because we are taught from little girls to not trust our intuition, that other people know better than we do, that the grown-ups know, that everyone else knows what we should be doing, thinking, feeling, seeing, experiencing better than we do. So we don't trust our instincts, and our instincts are always right. So being able to develop a strong sense of self where you recognize and you trust that down here, not up here is the back and forth. Well, you know, he is paying bills. Well, he did show me a statement. Like, all that stuff's up here. Down here, something didn't feel right. And that is the self. That is the intuition. That is what we've got to trust. And if you want me to talk about this more, drop a comment here.
In a previous video we did, we looked at some of our sisters' experiences in relationships and marriages with palm-colored men. And we also looked at some of the intricate layers that that situation itself may have. We also talked about intertribal relationships, especially here in Africa. We've seen a lot of challenges that develop that are similar to interracial relationships when it comes to marriages, when people are marrying between tribes. And I think today's video with ReesaTeesa and her series is no different to that comparison we did in the previous video. Now, I just want to talk about how courageous our sister must have been to come out and tell her story in a way that people are able to relate to and narrate. If you haven't seen ReesaTeesa's series, I would encourage you to go and see it on her TikTok page. Now, let's get deeper into the breakdown so that we may see the issues that we have at hand here. As we dig deeper into ReesaTeesa's captivating series, Who TF Did I Marry? It's clear why it's capturing hearts worldwide. Let's break down what makes it special. First off, it's relatable. ReesaTeesa's story of marrying someone who turned out to be completely different strikes a chord with many. We've all felt the sting of betrayal or the confusion of trust at some point. What sets her apart is her honesty. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, laying bare the highs and lows of her marriage. It's like she's talking directly to you, making you feel like you're not alone in your struggles. The drama of dealing with a pathological liar keeps you hooked. Each twist and turn in her story leaves you wanting more, wondering what will happen next. Her storytelling is top-notch too. She takes you on a journey from the beginning of a relationship to its painful end, keeping you glued. And let's not forget the lessons. Through our experiences, we learn about the dangers of lying and the toll it takes on relationships. In a nutshell, Who TF Did I Marry isn't just entertainment. It's a lesson, a journey, and a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. It's clear that sharing a story on TikTok has had huge impact. Firstly, Who TF Did I Marry has gained massive attention with millions of views per video. This newfound fame has made her a well-known figure on the platform. But it's not just about the views. Opening up about her experiences has been deeply personal for ReesaTeesa. It's helped her find support and understanding from others who have gone through similar struggles. Her story has also sparked important conversations about the impact of lying in relationships. By sharing her journey, she's helping others recognize the signs and navigate their own experiences. And the interest in turning her story into a Hollywood movie shows just how far-reaching her story has become. It's proof that storytelling can have a powerful impact on people's lives. In short, ReesaTeesa's bravery in sharing her story has touched the lives of many. It's a reminder that being honest and open about struggles can inspire others and bring about positive change. The key takeaways from the video are profound and resonate deeply with viewers. Firstly, it is crucial to embrace oneself and not feel insecure about spending time alone. Confidence in oneself is paramount, and one should never let external factors dictate their worth or narrative. Secondly, while the series may have garnered attention and brought some level of happiness to our sister, it is important to acknowledge that the aftermath of such struggles may not always lead to immediate happiness or fulfillment. Life is complex and outcomes are not always predictable. In closing, I highly recommend watching the ReesaTeesa series with 50 parts available on TikTok. It offers a captivating narrative that can be consumed like an audiobook in less than 10 hours. Whether you're multitasking or looking for engaging content, it's definitely worth your time. Thank you for joining us today. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, take care and stay empowered.